Twitter freezes hundreds of accounts backing Philippines presidential candidate Marcos. Buhari assures Kaduna residents of his administration's commitment to crush terrorist criminal gangs. And CAF names Nigeria's Eguavoen Group Stage Best Coach. Details shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and this is TOS News 360. Microblogging and social networking site Twitter has suspended hundreds of accounts linked to people promoting Philippines presidential election candidate Ferdinand Marcos Jr., which is said violated rules and spam and manipulation. Veteran politician Marcos, age 64, son of the late leader overthrown in the 1986 People Power Revolution, has emerged as the lead candidate ahead of the May vote. Twitter said it used both human review and technology in deciding to suspend more than 300 accounts and hashtags, adding its investigations were ongoing. United Nations has condemned in strong terms the air raids by the Saudi-led coalition in Saada City and called for an investigation into the attacks that killed more than 70 people in Yemen. The call by the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres came after a detention center holding migrants in Saada City was bombed on Friday. Bashir Omar, a Red Cross spokesperson in Yemen, said rescuers have continued to search for survivors. He said more than 100 people had been killed and wounded, according to the Red Cross count. President Muhammadu Buhari has reassured Kaduna State residents of the commitment by his administration to crush terrorist and criminal gangs operating in the state and other parts of the country. The president, who stated these at the state banquet to commemorate his official visit to Kaduna State, commended the support the state has been providing to security agencies. The spokesperson of the Jigawa State Ministry of Justice, Zainab Baba Sentali, in a statement on Friday, confirmed that a man found guilty of kidnapping a 6-year-old boy has been acquitted after the court found that he is mentally challenged in Jigawa State. Baba Sentali said Safianu Rabiu lured 4 of his neighbor's children with sweets and kidnapped one of them, took the victim to the elder sister of the child's mother, telling her his parents had traveled and that he would come back the following day to return him home. Ahead of the 26th February National Convention of the All Progressives Congress APC, the national leader of the party, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Saturday morning paid a visit to the chairman, Senate Service Committee, Senator Sani Musa, APC Niger East. The former Lagos State Governor, who visited Senator Musa in his Maitama Abuja residence, assured the latter, who is a front-runner in the national chairmanship position of the APC, that the contribution he made to the party will not go in vain. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching TOS News 360. Africa, business, and sports stories when we return. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying. And now to developments across Africa. The government of Ghana on Friday said it has launched an investigation into the massive blast involving a truck transporting mining explosives that killed at least 13 people and wounded several others. Ghanaian President Nana Akufo-Addo called it a sad, unfortunate and tragic incident and expressed his condolences to the families of the deceased. Scores of homes were destroyed in a Thursday blast. It left a huge crater with wreckage strewn across the ground in the village of Apiate, Bogoso, 300 kilometers west of the capital Accra. Sudan and the US have agreed on a 4-point agenda to resolve the North African country's political crisis. According to the Sudanese Sovereign Council, the development came after U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs Molifi and the U.S. Special Envoy for the Horn of Africa, David Satterfield, met with the head of the Sovereign Council, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Due to the ongoing fruitful negotiations with Bamako, UN mission says it has resumed flights. Mali has reopened its airspace for flights of the United Nations Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in Mali. The Mali junta, which came to power in Mali by coup d'etat on May 24, 2021, had announced on January 2nd that it had decided to postpone democratic elections for 5 years. Following these, member countries of the ECOWAS decided to recall their ambassadors to Mali freeze Mali's assets at the Central Bank of West African State, seize economic assistance, and suspend all types of commercial relations with Mali except for basic necessities and medical supplies, as well as close the borders of ECOWAS countries to Mali. Talking business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it will begin an e-invoice for import and export in the country from February 1st, 2022. The Apex Bank made the disclosure in a circular to all authorized dealers and the general public, and signed by its Director, Trade and Exchange Department, OS Naji, and posted on its official website on Friday. It explained that all import and export operations would require the submission of an electronic invoice authenticated by the authorized dealer banks on the Nigeria Single Window Portal Trade Monitoring System. Talking sports, the Confederation of African Football has named Nigeria's interim coach, Augustine Eguavoen, the best manager at the group stage of the ongoing African Cup of Nations. CAF announced this on its website after AFCON 2021 group stage, saying that its technical study group shortlisted the best of the group stage. Nigeria had eased into the round of 16 as group leaders, with a match to spare, courtesy of the wins over Egypt and Sudan in their 2 matches and the combination of other results, notably Egypt's defeat of Guinea-Bissau on Saturday. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Thanks for watching.